Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Pope. You've probably already seen a video or two of mine. And so I'm welcoming all the new students, and this is one of the welcome videos. I'm wanting to make this video to emphasize the importance of online work because a lot of times there's a misunderstanding about that. I know that it's really important for us to get here and be in person, get our hands on the wires, get our hands working with electricity and making things work, but also, and probably just as important, not probably, actually absolutely just as important, is doing your online work. And so that's why I wanted to put some figures here on the board and let you understand just how important online work is. You have to set aside time for online work. Let's look at it. Number one, online work affects your grade. Oh, look at this. Your in-person lab, when you come to lab in person, your grade, that accounts for 40% of your grade. Let me make sure you understand this. If you didn't do any online work and you got 100% on every lab, you did everything in the lab perfectly and you got 100% score, you made it on time, because those things will go against you too, right? If you don't make it here on time. If you don't leave early, if everything that you do in lab is perfect, you're going to get 100% on your lab work, but that's only 40% of your grade. Look at this. That means if you don't do your online work, you'll get 40% fail. You just failed the module, right? And I don't want that to happen to you. Look here, your online work, 60% of your grade is from your online work. You got that? Do you see how important it is? You can't skip your online work. You can't skip your online work. You've got to set aside time for it. How about attendance? Look here, 50% of your attendance is from coming to, in person, coming here to the UEI campus and attending your labs. That's 50%. What's the other 50%? Well, 40% of your attendance is from online work. So as you're getting the assignments done, the system says, oh, he got this assignment done, that's worth so many hours of attendance. And he got this assignment, that's worth so many minutes or so many hours of attendance. And so as you're going through it, you're going to get a credit for attendance as you get the online work done. Remember, you got to get it done on time too. You can't say, well, I was supposed to do it on Wednesday, but I'm going to get it done like 2 Wednesdays from now, or on a weekend 2 weeks from now. You're not going to get credit for attendance if you put it off. And so you're not going to be able to catch it up later on. You won't get credit for attendance if you don't get it done pretty close to on time. I'm not going to say there isn't some flexibility, but it's not like you can just put it off and get it all done at the end and get credit for attendance. No, 40% of your attendance is that. And then, of course, there's 10% of your attendance is Zoom lessons. Remember, you're dedicating 20 hours of your week to this school. 20 hours per week. Not 10, not 12, 20 hours a week. 5 hours on Monday, 5 hours on Tuesday, 5 hours on Wednesday, 5 hours on Thursday. Some of those you're going to be here. Some of those you're going to be at home. The way it's designed is you're supposed to, whatever hours you've got set aside to come to lab on whatever days of the week, on the other day of the week, your online day, you're setting those same 5 hours aside to do your online work. That's the way it's designed. Oh, you got a job during those times? Well, we kind of talked to you about that probably. If you have a job during those times, you're going to have to be flexible. So you go to your job during those hours, but then 5 hours later in the day, you have to set those 5 hours aside to get your online work done. Okay, now there's some rules about when you can and can't do online work. Don't do online work on a lab day before lab. That'll mess up your attendance. And definitely do not ever do your online work before the day it's due. I'll give you this. You can do your reading assignments There's nothing stopping you from reading your assignments ahead of time. But don't do quizzes, don't do exam. Those things, your discussion board, do it on the day it's due, not before, because that'll mess up your attendance. You won't get credit for your attendance for your online work if you do it early, and you won't get credit for your lab if you're doing online assignments on a lab day. So what you need to do is do as you've been asked to do, and that is show up when it's time to show up at UEI, and then when it's time to do your online work, sit down at your computer and do your online work during the time that you're normally be in lab, except now it's an online day. If you can't do it that way, then it's on you. It's your responsibility to set up a separate time, set aside a time. Tell your family, this is my school time. I'm sitting down to do my schoolwork. Leave me alone. Don't ask me to take you places. Don't ask me to pull away and do something with you. This is my school time. And I paid money to go to school during this time. So I'm going to take advantage of it. That's how you have to be. You have to be assertive with how you spend your time. So I'm giving you guys heads up. This is how it works. And when you're getting started with your education here at UEI, you just understand the online work is important. It's just as important as the time that you spend in class in person. Okay? All right. Enjoy your time here, all right? Bye.